see if I could have the help of, well, how about you? That's great. Excellent. Go ahead and pull a card out of there. Terrific, terrific. Remember your card. Show it around. Don't forget it. Perfect. And just go ahead and pop it right back there in the pack. Excellent. You're thinking of your card, of course. Mm-hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. You have it pictured in your mind. That way I can picture it in my mind. Excellent. Good, good, good. I think I have it. Yes, I do. Wonderful. In fact, here it is. Would you hold out one hand right in front of you there to receive the card? Take a look. Isn't that wonderful? There it is, the 9 of diamonds. You chose the 9 of diamonds, right? No?
No.
That's not it?
No.
The what? Here, why don't you just hang on to that for a moment. All I do is cast a shadow and take a look. Your card. I thank you. The what, you will ask your audience? Here is our explanation. It is a card selection and then a change of the card in the spectator's hand. Let me show you this very basic sleight first. I'll do it with half the deck because that's how you will do it in performance. One half of the deck will go to the side. Now in this case, that is the spectator's selected card. I pick up a double lift, 2 cards, with my thumb, and I will pick up these 2 cards above by this grip, holding them from above, and I will move the 2 cards to the right of the pack just slightly. Now I'm holding it with my index finger at the front. I'm putting slight pressure on the card so it gives it a slight bend, as you can see. The audience will see this different card and that different card, but they will have no idea, they should have no idea, their selected card is here. This now is called the Downs change, named after Thomas Downs, who invented it. As I turn this over to place apparently that card in the spectator's hand, what is going to happen is that my thumb, with this finger as a guide, is going to draw this card back, so that actually the selected card will be deposited in their hand. So the change works like this. As this turns over, they will see the back of that card, and now apparently the 8 of clubs is in the spectator's hand. When they turn it over, there is the revelation. That is the Downs change. This is what it would look like from this side. The thumb draws that back, leaving the card in the spectator's hand. So let's take a look at this from the top. I will use, in this case, the top card of the pack as my key card. I take a glimpse at it. You can do that by spreading the cards, catching a glimpse at this end, looking at an audience member and say, "You play cards?" Or, "Do you play cards?" You're just getting an acknowledgement from them, yes or no, whatever that happens to be. You're engaging your audience, but you are using that as an excuse to see what is the top card of the pack. Now, I turn the cards over. I ask them to select a card. They take one out of the pack. My King of Hearts is hiding here. They look at their card, whatever it happens to be. I now cut the cards and ask them to replace their card in the deck. Of course, it goes on top of that king. The rest of the cards can be dropped randomly on top to give it that little extra mixed nature. Now you can ask your audience to picture the card in their mind's eye. First, if you would, the color, excellent. Now the suit, perfect. And the value, terrific. I would now pick up the cards, holding them toward me so that the backs face the audience. That way they can't see what I'm doing. And I just run through the cards, looking, of course, for my King of Hearts. When I find it, I know that this is their selected card behind it. I take this group of cards and place them off to the side. This now allows me to get my double lift ready. I can do this by either squaring the cards back at this point, keeping a little break here, or I can merely tip the cards forward and lift up and do my double lift at this point. I prefer to have the cards spread with the backs toward the audience and do my little double squaring of these cards. I am holding my little break. I now tip the cards forward and say, yes, take a look. By you thinking of your card, there it is, the King of Hearts. Would you place your hand out in front? No matter what they say, you continue on. Would you place your hand out in front? They will. You now turn this over, performing the downs change as the king, in this case, goes into their hand. And when it goes into their hand, you can actually even pin that card down with a finger, if you like, as you draw away underneath, getting rid of that king. You now push on that card in their hand and you say, isn't that incredible how I knew you were going to pick the King of Hearts? And when they say no, you say, no? The what? What was your card? And when they name it, you say, that's right, exactly as I thought. The card has changed right in the spectator's hand. When they say it was the Queen, you say, the what? Exactly. And there is your revelation.